Welcome to all my folks that are practicing from home and everyone who's live. This is the last class of our knee month for June, and we're going to address the whole lower body, hips down to ankles today. I'm going to get you to grab a couple props. If you have a ball at home, grab that. 2 blocks will be supportive and a blanket. And if you have a bolster and you want to use that for Supta Virasana or reclined hero at the end of the class, that might come in handy too. Of course, I'll give you some options. So let's begin in a seat. You might want to sit up on your blanket. And let's put our right leg in front. Or if you like, you can put that right leg on top of your left thigh, kind of moving towards a half lotus, or for some of you, a half lotus, whichever variation. And let's put our hands down on our lap. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes here and get long through your spine. And then check in with how you're feeling today and what you might need. Do you need a little more openness? Do you need to let go of something, some receptivity? If that's the case, turn your palms up and let the soft middle part of your palm have the air touching it. And then you might need today some effort, some grounding. You might need to put some force into something and be a little more assertive. And if that's where you're at, put your hands down and push the palm of your hand down onto your knees. And we'll explore this through the class. Just know that you might be switching in between the two as needed. Nice. Deep breath in. Exhale everything. Nice. And we're going to circle around our right hip. So it's the leg that's in front, wherever that is at. Put your weight over top of that hip joint and start to circle your torso over top of that hip joint. Go one direction and then the other. Nice, so you're really isolating the right hip joint and the movement of your torso over top of that. Perfect, and then come into the middle and then do some circles with your neck. So let your chin drop down to your chest, over to one side, look slightly up, head over to the other side, chin down to the chest, and then switch directions of your circle. Nice. Come into the middle and place your hands on the floor and just start to pad side to side with your hands. And then start to flip your hands around so that the fingers point back behind you. And then flip your fingers out to the side and flip your fingers in towards you and start to place some pressure on your hands with a different orientation into the wrists. Perfect. Let's come up into the center and switch. So your left leg is in front or on top. You can go towards a half lotus. Wherever you're at, start to circle your weight over top of your left hip. So we'll go one direction, you're leaning a little to the left, and then the other, wherever you're at. Nice, and then come into the middle. Can you take your legs a little wide here? Don't have to be super wide, just as wide as you want. Take your hands in front and start to pad into your hands, and we're gonna turn the fingers towards us as much as we can, out to the sides, forwards, and then turn the fingers in towards each other. Perfect. And then we're going to take our legs forwards. And if you need blocks underneath your knees and your hamstrings feel tight, you can do that, or you can have your legs right down on the ground, because I want you to pin your shins down. Your feet can be slightly apart, but I want you to decrease the movement that's happening in your shin, in your lower leg. Flex your toes a little up, and then take your outer feet towards each other, like your feet want to face each other, but try to make that movement happen from your ankle and not from your shin. And then try to make the soles of your feet point away from each other. Again, try not to move so much from your lower legs. Try to make that happen in the ankle. Switch and switch. Yeah, switch and switch. One more time. Look at your ankles, see how much movement is happening in your lower legs. Try to minimize that. Try to move from your ankles forwards. Now, you can always put your blocks on the higher level, but see if you can reach your feet. Point your toes and push your toes down. So it's going to be a bit of a forward fold. It'll be more challenging without anything underneath. Pointing your toes and pushing them down towards the floor. Take a breath there. You can close your eyes. Feel that sensation all the way into maybe even the top of your shin, all the way to the base of your knee for some. See if you can bring your inner feet closer together. And then switch the movement of your feet so your toes are coming towards you and pull on them. So if your legs are right down in Paschimottanasana, you can lift your heels in that big pull and take a breath. You can tuck your chin, pull towards you. See how high you can feel that, maybe even to the base of your knee in the back. So good. All right, then come to seated again. Separate your legs. This time pin your upper leg bones and your thighs. You can put a block in between them and squeeze like that. From your knee down, make this happen. Soles of the feet coming towards each other, and then from your knee down, soles of the feet going away from each other. Try that and just get the movement to start from the knee down. Yeah. So it's maybe not that much different, but you're not trying to immobilize your lower legs anymore. You're trying to make it really stretch from the inner and the outer knee, but immobilizing the thighs. Perfect. One more time. And then you might want to lean up against a wall for this. Let's see how it feels to draw one right knee. Let's go right knee into the chest. So you can hold on like this. Try to be as upright as you can. Some of you can wrap around to the elbows if you want. And then try not to move your thigh bone and make a circle with your shin, lower leg bone. Yeah, so you're getting some articulation into the knee, internally and externally, like a circumduction here around the knee joint. You can be pretty active in your feet. And then be as upright as you can, wherever you're holding on, right? Straighten and bend. And straighten and bend. One more time. So good. Let that go. Switch sides. So if this is challenging, you can always put your back up against the wall. You can hold down low. You can hold closer in, circling. And I can feel, because my torso is on my chest, how much movement my thigh is getting. And I want to minimize that and really work with this movement at the knee. And so we're talking about this month, the knee being a hinge joint, but it does have some movement side to side, laterally, and in the circular motion. And we're just increasing that range here. Nice. And then you can straighten and bend. Do it with your breath. Try to keep your sternum lifted. Nice, and bend. Nice, Sarah. Straighten and bend. Okay, legs back forwards. You might be sitting on something. Lean back a little bit. This time from your hip joint, try to have your soles of your feet touch. And if you can touch them, touch them. And then try to move them apart from each other. From your hip joint this time, a whole leg can move. See if they can touch. And go to the end range of your movement here. So really reach to the end range of your movement. Almost that it makes your face do something. And one more time. Nice. And all the way in. Nice. Then we're going to lean back on our forearms. Get a little boost to your chest. And bring your right knee in. And then start to make a circle with your hip. One direction and then the other. Now look at your low back and your belly and try not to move it too much. So you're isolating this movement in your hip. And then what about straightening your leg and making that circle happen? Really carving out, yeah, nice, Hannah, the edges of the circle without shifting too much left to right. Amazing. Other side. Knee in, start to make those circles. And I'm pinning down the very center of the back of my sacrum and making sure my abdominals are depressing down towards my back. And then you can make the circles with your more straight leg, really seeing what kind of range you get there. Little outer IT band stretch, switch directions. Beautiful. And then coming in, cross out your shins, roll over your shins, come to a tabletop position. From your tabletop, start to circle around your wrists. One direction and then the other. Here, let's take the back of our right hand down. You can bend a little more into it and bring your knees in. Put your left hand on top of it and see if you can straighten your right arm. And then go side to side a bit. Yeah. So maybe you're bending as you come across like this, but see if you can do it without bending. And you're getting that beautiful stretch in the top of your wrist. Let's switch sides, shake it out, left hand down, palm up, maybe a bit of a bend. Right hand, your hands are touching there, prayer hands. And then you can bend and come across, or try to do the whole movement straightish. Nice, you guys. And then release that, shake it out. Step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Walk your feet or step or hop handstand if you like, top of the mat. Get long. Forward, fold. Come all the way up to stand. And release your arms. Take your arms forwards, feet hip distance, and come up onto your tippy toes. Squeeze your inner ankles together. 2 breaths. 1. Nice. 2. Lower down. Lower your arms. Come into chair form. Arms by your sides. Long, low back. And then come up onto your tippy toes. Squeeze your inner ankles together, butt back. 2 breaths. 1. 2, lower down, come on up. Come to the halfway position. Take your arms by your sides like a ski jump. Come up onto your tippy toes. Squeeze your inner ankles together. Breathe. 1, 2. Lower down slow. Come all the way up. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest to the floor, head lifted. Hips down, inhale to your cobra. You can do up dog if you want. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forwards, back knee down, look up. Take your time to get there. Left foot to right foot, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up and reach. Exhale, arms by your sides. Hands out front, come up onto tippy toes, strong inner ankles. 2 breaths. Can you take your abdomen back? Can you slightly posterior tip your pelvis? Slowly lower, chair form, hips back. Can you come up onto your toes, butt back, long low back. 2 breaths. Lift out of your spine. Lower your heels, come on up. Lower halfway down, hands back behind you, ski jump. Come up onto your tippy toes. Find the counterbalance. 2 breaths. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lower down, soft bend in the knees brings you up. Exhale. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, right knee down, look up. Nice, everyone. Downward facing dog. Find plank, knees, chest to the floor, shoulder blades squeeze, hips to the floor, cobra or up dog. Your downward facing dog. Find it. Right foot forwards. Take your time. Left knee down, look up. Left foot to your right foot, forward, fold. All the way up, inhale, reach, arms down by your sides. One more time with this flow. Hands forwards, come up onto tippy toes. Find that inner ankle squeeze. Find the long lower spine. Slowly lower. Chair form. Nice. See if you can come up onto your tippy toes. Send your hips back. 2 breaths. Straight arms. Slowly lower. Come on up. Nice, everyone. Ski jumper pose. Lifting through the inner line of your legs. Tippy toes. Maybe you go a little lower here. 2 breaths. Wide collarbones. Slowly lower, soft bend in the knees. Brings you all the way up. We're staying in lunge this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, right knee down, look up, stay. So now we're gonna untuck the back toes. If you wanna put a blanket underneath your back knee, you can. Start to send your pubic bone forwards to come up. So you're well stacked. Beautiful. And you can let your arms rise up or to keep them on your front knee, your choice. And let's take 3 breaths. 1. Nice, Kathleen. 2. Lifting the back ribs up, widening them. And 3. Take your hands to frame your front foot. Pick up your back set of toes and take your back foot on a wide angle, like you're in a warrior 2. And now you can keep your left hand down or elbow onto your knee, but sweep your right arm up and find an extended side angle, really filling up your back. 1. You can turn your chin into your armpit and look up so the back of your neck is lengthened. 2. And 3. Windmill all the way up till you're in your warrior 2. Nice, everyone. Sink in a little bit. Find the outer knife edge of your back foot. And then you can stay here. You can sweep your left arm over your head and hook it with your right. So your palms face away from each other. And then do a little reverse warrior with this mermaid bind. Come on up. Interlock your hands behind you. Roll open your shoulders. That's it. And then a little humble warrior. So your left chest can sort of lay on your left thigh. Some of you can bypass that and take your head to the floor, your choice. Breathe there. Yeah, and then come up a little. Take your hands to the floor. Turn your left toes and your left knee in, right? And then really press the outer ankle into the floor and get that big outer ankle stretch. Nice. Press into your hands strongly and take your left knee to the floor. That's it. And then thread the needle. Left arm up, sweep it all the way through. Maybe your forearm comes to the ground, maybe your shoulder. And you're finding a twist. Your right arm might come up and back. Take a breath. Keep lifting your hips and taking your left hip to the left. And then right hand down. Turn all the way to your front foot. We're gonna turn so our left shin is more straight forwards. Then sink onto the left hip and bend the back right leg. So you're in a deer form here. I'm gonna turn so that you can see it this way. Internal rotation of your back leg and external of your front leg. Now, your right hip might be way off the floor. Lean left. Yeah, so you're really leaning into this front left hip. And then see if you can keep your left knee down. This is tricky. And lift your left shin off of the floor. You can get a little ankle rotation like you've been working. Yeah, you can lean even onto your forearm to get more of a lift. I like to push down onto my knee and see if I can get the shin to lift. Wherever you get, hold it strongly for 1, 2, 3. And then foot down, so I want you to press into your left knee now. You can use your right hand for stabilization. Push up into your left hand for 1, 2, strong pressure, both sides. 3, and one more time, go down. Lift your shin. You try to keep your knee down for 1, 2, 3, and then push into your hand for 1. You can lean forwards. You can use your hand for support. 2, 3. Let that relax. Point your toe. Come over this shin. So you're taking your belly button and your sternum, over this shin. Some of you might stretch your leg back, turn onto the middle of the knee, and be in a pigeon. You don't need to do that. You can stay here because it's a bit more of a 90 pigeon in your front leg, which might feel a little more intense for some of us, right? So take 3 breaths there. 1. Nice. 2. And 3. Beautiful. So I'm going to give some of you an arm balance option if you want. You can start to come up however you do. Some of you will swing back to downward facing dog. Be there. Maybe a child's form. If you like, you can take your left foot in front of your left hand, wiggle it to the center, walk your hands more wide, maybe take your right knee down, see if you can lift your left foot off the floor. With all this hip strength we've been doing, lean forwards, maybe come up onto your back set of tippy toes, maybe lean so forwards that your weight comes into your fingertips and you're in a flying lizard. And then you can, however you want, swing it back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Come to plank. Push the ground away. Knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Slide into a cobra or up dog. Back into your downward facing dog. So nice. I'm just flipping, showing you this way. It's right foot forwards. Back knee down. And we're going to stay. So untuck your back set of toes. You can put a blanket underneath your back knee. Your pelvis comes forwards for you to come up. And there you might have your hands on your knee. Yeah. Be well stacked. Maybe your hands come up. There's 3 breath opportunity here for 1. Keep taking your tailbone to meet your pubic bone. 2. Lifting. And 3. And slowly lower. We're going to take the back toes, tuck them, lift up. Back toes on an angle. And it's your extended side angle, so you can come up a little more, you can stay low. Arm over your head, chin into the armpit, like you're sniffing your armpit and rotating your chest to the ceiling. 1, nice. 2, 3, ground the outer knife edge of your back foot to come up into your warrior 2. Sink a little there. 1, 2, you can take your right arm over your head, palm facing towards you, left palm facing away from you. Hook into a mermaid bind for a reverse warrior. Beautiful. Come on up. Hands behind you. Interlock the weird way. Other index finger knuckle on top. Open your chest. Come into that chest leaning on thigh. Humble warrior. Or bypass that head to the ground. 2. And 3. Come up a bit here. Hands to the floor. Turn your right toes in, your right knee in. And then really sink. Big, long adductor line. Inner thigh. Big stretch to your outer ankle. Try to suction cap the floor with the arch of your foot. Pull up through your inner leg. Strong press of your hands brings your right knee to the floor. Thread the needle, right arm up and under your armpit. So you can take your forearm to the floor or your shoulder and temple. And wherever you are, you might take your left arm up and open it as you continue to move your right hip to its side, to the right side, widening your pelvic floor, rolling onto the back of your head. Slow motion, come on out. Walk around to your front foot. So it's facing forwards, knee facing forwards, and then sit on your outer right hip. So you're turning into this, bend your back knee, internal rotation in your back leg, big external in your front leg. Lean to the right. You want to make this harder, don't lean, right? So you stay in the middle and then try to keep your right knee down and lift your shin. It's going to be a lot harder. If you lean, the more you'll lift you'll get. It's a little more compensation, but get what you get. So wherever you are, you can pin your knee down. 1, lift your shin. 2, 3, and then foot down, push the knee into the hand. So wherever it feels comfortable to be, push for 1, 2, 3, and then switch. 1, lift. 2, try to press the knee down, lift the whole outer shin. 3, and then press down and push. 1, big, you're trying to do this movement. 2, 3, let it go. Walk yourself, pubic bone, sternum, face over the center of your right shin. So maybe a little, maybe you're really coming down. You can orient yourself towards the front of the mat, spin your back knee if you want, come into a more 90-degree pigeon and come forwards. It's that left hip that's going to want to roll open. So up to you how much you take that outer hip. Widen the left side of your sacrum. Take it down wherever you are. 1. Slow your breath. 2. Soften the space in between your eyebrows. And 3. Okay, some of you might come back into your downward facing dog. Some of you might take your right foot to the outside of your right hand, walk it in more towards the middle of the mat, hook your shoulder underneath and walk your hands wide. Now you can take your back knee down and see if you can kind of clamp your right arm above the elbow with your leg. And then maybe you lean forwards and you're just finding this like chaturanga here, or the back leg finds a lift from the glute and you're in a flying lizard. And then however you do, you can come out of that back to your downward facing form. Pedal out your feet. Nice. Come on through to Virasana. So sit on your heels. Nice. Lean back a little. So if this feels extra tender, get a blanket snuggled right into the backs of your knees and see if that helps put a little buffer there. Lean back a little and then lift one knee up, and it's okay if it goes a little wide. So you're stretching the top of your foot and then do a circle with that knee and do a circle in the other direction. And lift the other knee up. And any amount you get, do a little circle in one direction and then in the other. See if you can pulse your knees up. 1, 2, and you can also go right up and crack your toes. Oh, I don't know if you heard mine. And 3. Okay, come forwards. Shift your shins to one side. Grab your ball. Take your legs all the way forwards. Right leg forwards, left leg in. Find the pit in the back of your left knee. Put the ball in there, in between the two ropey bits, right up into the back of the knee, above the belly of the calf. Grab it and interlock your hands on your shin and try to pull your heel closer to you. So you're pinning the ball. Now, depending on the size of your ball, it might be too big, it might slip out. But let's try to roll down and pin the knee towards the armpit with the ball there. If you don't have a ball, you can grab a blanket, make a little roll, hold as low down on your shin as you can as you draw that in. So you're feeling some spacing in the back of the knee. You can make a bit of a circle here. If it's hard to reach your shin, couple of options. You can put a block underneath your head. You could, I know I didn't ask you to grab a strap, but if you're doing this practice again, you could grab a strap and put it around your ankle. Take a couple breaths. Feel that pressure working into the upper calf, the lower hamstring attachments. Let yourself slow down. Nice, let that go. Do a little bend and straighten. Almost like a floppy bend. Like up, yeah, and then flop. And up and flop. So good. Okay, back behind your knees, roll on up. You can start upright in the other side. So we're gonna pin in there, draw in, pull in. Interlock your hands, like create that little basket weave that can pull your chest up, and then you can roll right down. And whether you're using a blanket or a ball, get the knee, instead of to move towards your nipple, get it to move towards your armpit, so slightly wide. Draw in, try to get as low as you can on your shin, more near your ankle, and take a breath. Just let that timing do its work in the back of the knee and the lower hamstring. You can come back to, if you need a little more, strength right now, you can kind of pull in a bit more, test the edge, stay a little, calm yourself in that edge. Or if you need a little more softness, let go. Find the places in your body that are holding on. Just gradually scan your body and let go around your eyes, in between your eyebrows, temples, jaw, tongue, throat, belly. And then you can let that go and bend and really go for the straight, and then flop. Straight and flop. Nice. Okay. You can roll on up. And for some of you that need to leave at 9:35, I'm just going to give you a heads up. I'm going to go 5 minutes over time because we started a couple minutes late. But we just have Virasana and Shavasana. So let's play with coming back a little bit in this pose. So you can either sit down on your ankles, or you can take your feet wide and sit in between, and your butt doesn't need to be all the way down to the floor for this. And if this is way too intense for you, I'm going to show you something else as well. But if you have a bolster, that's great. You can place it behind you. If you have 2 blocks, it's going to be a little lower, a little more intense. You can put those behind you. You could put a cushion or a blanket over top of that, right? And then the play is to lean back, lift your hips, and tuck your pelvis into a posterior tilt. Anterior is like a back bend, like you're lifting your tail. Posterior is like you're tucking your tail. So you feel a little bit of the tuck of the tail. It should really make your quads available to your awareness, and then lean back, right? So maybe you lean back on your forearms. Maybe you end up leaning back to take your chest to whatever prop you have. And some folks will feel like they can lean back fully onto the ground. And you'll probably have a little back bend in that one. So I want you to work that tucking tail action, posterior tip, as much as you can. For those of you who this is just like a bit much, then you can always roll onto your side, do a little fetal position, draw your top knee in, grab low down, and pull it back. And this one's beautiful because you can let a bit of a back bend happen. You can use your glute to push your hip forwards. You get to just choose where you want to go with this quad stretch, top of the knee stretch. If you're doing this variation, go to the other side. If you are on your back, you're welcome to take your arms over your head, which will add a little more component of challenge to keep your posterior tip in your pelvis and your back close to the floor. Couple more breaths. So good, everyone. Okay, you can slowly come out. And I like to, when I come out of this one, if I'm on my back, I just want to show you that. I like to, since we've done so much ankle opening, I like to flip my legs out like that. Yeah. Or you can come on up, but I just feel like it's a little more awkward. You can come onto your back, your legs can go skyward, and roll out your ankles. Remember what we did is we separated our knees and did those knee circles. You can do those knee circles, little egg beaters with your legs. Nice. And then do hip circles. You can even put your hands on your knees and do hip circles. Yeah. And then if you have a bolster, you can put it underneath the top of your thighs. And I like to pull on the edges of my mat. Tailbone goes under. Nice long, low spine. We'll stay in Shavasana for about 3 minutes. Shoulder blades flush. And you're welcome to close your eyes or keep them open. And then this is the part where you let everything that you just learned seep in. So it's like you forget about writing the notes, you forget about efforting to remember, you just let your body remember. And your body remembers so much. So trust that everything that you need to retain will be retained. If you need a little more softness, a little more letting go today, flip your palms up, have them by your sides. Feel the air touch the soft center point of your palm. Be receptive. If you need a little more strength for something in your life right now, take your hands on your belly, palms down. Feel the grounding of your back body and your own strength, and just let yourself be a couple more minutes. Okay, everyone. You can roll your ankles and your wrists Thank you for letting me go a little over time. You can stretch your low back, your toes, your arms. Roll to a side. Roll up. Find a comfortable seat, maybe a little lift. Hands somewhere that's comfortable. Place your tongue in your mouth like you're going to say love or life. And acknowledge that you took time today to take care of yourself so that you can be of better service to others. Peace. Shanti.